First of all, I want to congratulate Coach Self, his staff, and their team. I thought they, in the first half especially, and they were locked in, and they made all the hustle plays. And in an environment like this, you don't win a game in the first half, but you can lose it. And I thought they did what they need to do to get the crowd involved, and they did a better job than we did tonight. So all the credit in the world to them.
Coach, how did you feel like they affected your offensive efficiency, especially in the first 25 minutes?
I thought we got sped up and did some things that were uncharacteristic of us, but that was because of their defense. We left our feet a lot to throw passes. We had 10 turnovers in the first half. We only had 3 in the second. I thought we had a bunch of self-inflicted wounds. Part of it was the environment. Part of it might have been the scheme and how we were trying to attack them. And so we'll go back and look at it.
Hey, Coach, obviously early in your career, but you've seemed to interject a lot of energy and, I don't know, in this program. What's it mean when you have two schools so close together to have a competitive rivalry where you guys are battling the way you've battled these first 2 games since you've been here?
Man, I think it's great for the state of Kansas, and it's great for college basketball. I'm trying to really learn the history of this whole thing, right? And I know up until 1988, I think it was, K-State had won more conference championships and went to more Final Fours and all of that. And so I know there's rich history there, and I listen to people talk about how great it was to, you go to the conference tournament and, the games against Iowa State and the games against Kansas were so close and competitive, and, just how much our fans love that. And so I hope that we can bring that kind of competitiveness every time we're out on the court, so that because our fans they enjoy the close, tight games. It's not necessarily they want to know that they have a chance every night, and I hope we can continue to do that.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about DeJuan Harris's play, especially compared to last time you played him? How different was he to kind of game plan against and just his overall play today?
Well, last time I thought he did a really great job of facilitating, right? I think he had 11 assists, and up until he got hit, when he got hit and fell, if he's in the game, it could be different, right, at our place. And this time, we were giving him shots, and we're going to try and contest it late, and he stepped up and he drilled them. Our guys followed our game plan, right? Jalen didn't go for 38 this time, and Grady Dick didn't get 20. But they had, in games like this, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. And he drilled a 3 in the corner when it was a 10-point game, and Kevin McCullough drilled 2 threes, and I think he was 1 for 12 in the last 12 attempts coming into this game, and so those guys, they made plays, and that's what you have to have. You got to have players who make plays at the right time, and so the credit goes to them.
Jerome, we don't see you get many technicals out there. You got one today. Was that by design at all, or can you walk us through that?
Well, I didn't want to get a technical. I think I didn't mind getting a technical, though. I've been in here too many times where I feel like the crowd impacts the referees, and they're human beings, okay? And this is no knock on them, because we shot more free throws than they shot. We made more free throws than they did. But it's when you shoot the free throws that matter. So I just want them to know that I did not feel like the calls were being even on both ends. Now, I think John gave me the text so that he wanted to let me know, bruh, I will kick you out this game if you keep acting like that. And so he got his point across, and I hope I got a little of my point across.
Coach over here, real quick follow-up on that. You've told us before you don't swear much. Did you say a magic word to get that T? Or?
No, I said no, but I pumped my fists, and they don't like you having if I had done like this and went no, then I wouldn't have got the tech, but I'm not a cross my arm no guy. So
we're about halfway through the Big 12, league schedule right now. Just where do you feel you guys are, and how much better you can get?
Well, we're 6-3. I don't know. Y'all picked us to be like 0-9 right now. So where y'all think we at? You know, I mean, so I feel good about where we're at. I don't think we've played our best basketball, right? And so I think we can keep getting better. I'm fired up about it. I've asked our guys. I don't remember us. I told them I don't remember us making a turnover. I don't remember us missing a shot. I don't remember us missing an assignment from tonight. Right? We're going to wash this thing, and we're going to focus on what's next. And that's the only way. Otherwise, you let a team beat you twice, and we don't want that to happen.
I don't want to ask you to comment for, against, fouls, calls, anything like that, but do too many whistles hurt the flow of this game? Not just tonight, but basketball in general.
This is in general. I think the national office would like the game to be called a certain way. The conference offices would like the game to be called a certain way, but they also want their best officials to be on certain games, and the best officials want the best players to stay on the floor, and so they try to figure out. And so there's not night in and night out in our league, it's fairly physical, and it's a tough job that they have. And we had 3 Final Four officials out there today, so, I can't, it's not that, it's just they have a hard job.
Coach, you've only had a few losses this season, but after all of them, you've kind of come into this post-game setting with a pretty positive view on the entire situation. You just said, we had to pick you guys to finish high in the Big 12, and I'm sure that's one reason why, but why is it important for you to maintain this positive mindset after losses moving forward?
What good does it do if to be negative? How much does it help our guys? My job is to help get them ready, and me being ticked off, I'll do that by myself when I watch the film. But the first person I'll be ticked off at is myself. I'm gonna look and see what I could have done better, and then we as a staff are gonna look at what we could have done better, and then we're gonna try and help our guys. Those dudes love Kansas State. They love playing basketball. They love to compete. They don't go out there on purpose and make mistakes, and we don't either as a staff. And then the people we compete against are really good, and so it happens. So it doesn't do me any good to be negative.
Coach, what is it that you were looking from your bench? Only 1 field goal tonight. What are you taking moving forward with regards to your bench?
I got to put those guys in a better situation to be successful, because we got a ton of bench points the last time we played these guys, and they've been super effective all year long, and so we obviously as a staff didn't do a very good job of putting them in position to be successful.
You talked about you were able to some degree hold Jalen and Grady Dick under control. What did they do differently against you this time, did you think, to slow you down?
Well, I think they did a better job of stopping the other guys around us, and so we needed some of our other guys to have the kind of games that they had. I think Desi had 24 at our place. I think Cam had a pretty good game also, and today they did a good job of taking those guys away and said, okay, let's see if these 2 dudes can beat us. And I think that looked like what the game plan was. I have to go back and look and see.
It seemed like also Desi in the second half was more aggressive. He got, I think, to the line 3 times in the first 5 minutes. Was that kind of what you were looking for from him to attack more?
I just want him to be aggressive. That's how he plays, and so I just want them all be aggressive. I thought we were in the right position to make plays, but we weren't forceful enough in the first half. We let their bumps and physicality impact our ability to finish and make plays, and so we need to be more forceful in the first half.
We'll do one more.
Hey, Coach, I'm just curious, 2 solid games from Dave, 20 minutes apiece coming off injury. How important is that, getting him back in the starting lineup?
No, Dave adds a ton of value, and he really helps our defense, and he's going to continue to help our offense. And so, and that's why I feel like we're just going to keep getting better. We got to figure out our rotations, though, because when you add a piece, you've got to remove a piece, and then figure out how to keep it all involved. And so it's still a work in progress, but that's fine, because I don't want to be peaking right now. So we've got a ways to go, and we can get there. So.